I'm realizing now more than ever that you only get so much energy in a day and you can only have so many hours. And another big thing is once they're gone, you can't get them back. And I've had to be learning that sometimes through the easy way and sometimes through the hard way. Sometimes wasting days and wasting energies on things that didn't matter or move me in my life, and sometimes waste or utilizing that energy in a good way. Right? And nowadays I kind of move different, right? I use my time like it's money. I protect my mental energy like it's gold because if I don't, no one's gonna do it for me, right? And what do I mean by this? It means spending time on the right things versus spending time on the wrong things, right? And understanding that your mental energy, you only have so much in a day, and your physical energy, you only have so much in a day. Dude, I work almost 12-hour shifts every single day currently in the military. And there would be days where I won't have time for videos like this, or I won't have time to push myself as hard in the gym because I'm just exhausted, right? And I believe that understanding energy and that it's limited is very important because then that's going to allow you to cut out all the fluff, all the things that don't matter. It's not just about the hours you have, it's about the energy you bring to those hours. Right. So you wake up every day with a limited battery. Think of like your phone. It has to recharge every night. Right. So same like your body. Right. You you have to eat right to charge it right. And you have to sleep correctly and sleep a good amount of hours. Right. You wake up every day with a limited battery, and every decision, every conversation, and every distraction, it drains a little bit of that battery. And I started to pay attention to what drains me and then versus what fuels me, right? I cut out mindless scrolling. I stopped arguing about dumb stuff. I stopped giving energy to people who weren't giving it back. I chose to protect my energy like my life depended on it because, in a way, it does, right? You got 24 hours. 6 to 8 of those are for sleep if you're serious about your health. Maybe another eight or 12 for your job or school. That leaves you with about 8 hours left. And that 8 hours you can build your dream. Those 8 hours can be used to take care of yourself. And those 8 hours could be used to move closer to your life. And you may even have to cut those up depending on how much time. You may have to do 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours on each of those things. Or you may just put those remaining 8 hours into building your dream or taking care of yourself. Right. And I started to ask myself, am I using these hours to move forward or am I just passing time? And I really think that's the big difference between living and just existing. Right. And now I move more intentionally. I block off time for the gym because health is a non negotiable. I carve out space for reading, learning, and building new skills because that's a non negotiable. I create time for real relationships, not just texting or not just being around, but actually connecting. I leave space to breathe too because hustle without peace burns you out. And I believe that if you can categorize everything in these certain lanes, because everything should have a lane, then you can keep it simple and utilize your energy correctly. It's not if it's not in the lane, then it doesn't get your energy. You see what I'm saying? If it's not in those categories, then it doesn't get my energy. That's how I look at it. And I think it's so important for us young men to really think about this. Think about what we're doing with our time because again, it's limited. And there are a lot of 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds 50-year-olds who regret not using their time in their 20s or in their late teens to progress. And I think that that is such a big advantage that we have today. We have AI, we have reading, we have abundant knowledge, abundant information to move life forward. And this is a big opportunity now. And I think that if we don't utilize this opportunity to the best of our ability, right? I'm not going to sit here and say we're all going to be millionaires. I mean, like that's just not possible. But you can create a good, steady lane for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can work on yourself every single day. So that brings fulfillment. And I'm not saying that self improvement is the only fulfillment. No, there's God, there's other things, right? But to pay attention as a young man, I think is so important. And again, you don't need to be perfect with your time. You just need to be intentional. Every day you wake up with a limited amount of life force, a limited amount of time, a limited amount of energy. Spend it wisely because once it's gone forever, right? You don't get that back at all, right? And again, if we're spending time on the wrong things, moving with the wrong intentions, hanging around the wrong people, we're going to get the wrong result. But if we're hanging around the right people, having the right intentions, and using our time rightly and wisely, then guess what? We're going to attract the right circumstances, right? Protect your energy, respect your hours, and build something real with your time you're given. Because God gave us time. And the only time that we can use with the things that we've been given or the time that we've been given is to utilize it correctly and utilize it for what it's for and use our God given time for right. And I think that's what all of us young men should be striving to do. And yeah. So, hey, have a blessed day and I'm out. Deuces.